and welcome to a special They Say. I am Allison McFarland, of course, your host of AMI and the host of They Say podcast. And I am so honored to have one of my a champion of the people, Mr. Jerry Jones himself, the new executive director of Pflugerville's CDC. Jerry, thank you for coming back. This is a They Say update.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, thank you for coming. I am so excited about all the things. So you were probably one of my most popular interviews. People really resonated with you and just how the truth you speak and just who you are as a person. So I'm excited to tell them what's been going on with you. So Jerry, tell us a little bit about who you are again, and then what's been going on because some great things have been happening for you.
Yes. So again, my name is Jerry Jones. I'm the executive director for Pflugerville Community Development Corporation. The last time I was on the show, I was the economic development director for Richmond Economic Development Corporation, which was also called Develop Richmond, right outside of Houston, Texas. And so I have since moved to the Austin region, and I'm now the Community Development Corporation's executive director here in the Pflugerville community. So super excited. As you said, a lot of things have changed, not just the
Yes.
relocation. Me and my wife have welcomed a new baby boy, so it's now two boys running around. Well,
Oh,
one is running around in the house, and the other one is crying and eating and laughing and trying to fall out of the bed, all kind of things. So
okay.
it's
So he's doing all the
quite a
things, all the things.
quite a bit of excitement going on. But a lot of that excitement also exists here in the economic development uh, arm of this great city and this great community. So super excited to talk about everything.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. So let's just kind of unpack this Pflugerville move. So you've been there almost what 9 months now, a little longer.
Yeah. In fact, February
Oh
will
my
be
gosh.
12 months that I started on February the 3rd here in Pflugerville.
Wow. So I know there's like day and night because Pflugerville is like maybe what 30 miles or so outside of Austin or a little bit further.
It's a little bit closer, actually. It's
Okay.
yeah, it's northeast of Austin, and a certain portion of Austin and Pflugerville actually touch each other. So
Hmm.
it's a bit interesting. They're very close to one another, but yet they are far enough in uh, cultural identity, if that makes sense.
Mm. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. So how has the transition been? Because I know Pflugerville has some really great things going on economically and just growth wise. So kind of fill us in on this.
So one of the things that I think really has historically assisted in the growth of Pflugerville, a- aside from Austin really growing, is the availability to be able to be so close to Austin,
Yeah.
and then also extremely close to Round Rock as well. One of the things that we really have been leading in is not only advanced manufacturing, but more importantly, when we talk about really drilling into, okay, what kind of, when we talk about advanced manufacturing, what does that look like? And so 3D additive is what is, we're like the hub for 3D additive, of creating
Really?
things from 3D printers to machine work, all the way up to even printing newspapers here locally. So for anyone who's familiar with Community Impact newspaper, their headquarters is literally, I'm can look out my window and see the headquarters of Community
Oh my
Impact.
gosh.
So it's a growing community with about 80,000 inside the city, about another 30 or 40,000 in our ETJ. But the future of for expanding and growing and welcoming new people into the community is extremely bright. Not to mention how diverse this community is. Uh,
Yes.
it's one of the most diverse communities in this region, and so to be able to just kind of be a melting pot of different uh, people and cultures and different backgrounds really makes Pflugerville a place where you can experience that relational, family and
Mm,
familiarity.
that's
Family is
powerful.
really big here,
Yes.
so it's just it when you put all of it together, it just makes sense to make this place an opportunity and to make this place a home.
Oh man, it sounds amazing, and I'm so excited. So I know we are talking, but you've got a big Venture Fest event coming up. It's a whole. Is it a whole week?
It's an entire week, so
Woo-hoo.
we wanted to take some. Um, we want to do all 5 days, but we're doing something a little bit different.
Okay.
We're more so about impact.
Okay.
Um, and so the first day, we're going to bring about 24 people, business owners, into our office space, and we're going to intimately work with them on their marketing of their business. Then on
Mm,
that Tuesday, we're going to bring in another 24, and we're going to work with them on their website so they can better understand how they
wow.
can update their website, what should be on there, what shouldn't be on there, and
Wow.
just
That's powerful.
really we didn't want it to be a large room because sometimes you'll do these workshops and it's so many people in there, no one wants to ask questions, people don't
Yeah.
feel comfortable. And so we wanted to make it to where you bring your own laptop, you would get to work on your product and be able to make changes right on the spot, instead of going home and forgetting about it and having to go pick up the kids. While you're there, make those improvements to your website, make those improvements to your marketing strategy right there, instead of waiting and prolonging the improvements and possibly never get around to doing it. So that's Monday and that's Tuesday. Wednesday is where it gets really fun and interesting, because Wednesday is where we start being more of panel discussions of
Mhm.
saying, hey, look, we want to start talking about what does it really mean to be an entrepreneur? What tools
Yes.
do you need? What are your hindrances or your gaps, and how do you get those filled and addressed, right?
Mhm.
And so that's going to be our day 3. Day 4 is what I'm really excited about, which is the Women's Summit. We're going to
Yay.
convert the Cinemark Theater into a launch pad for women
Wow.
entrepreneurs. And we have someone who's going to serve as a guest panelist. I'm not going to say who, but I think
I
I'm on the
wonder.
phone with her. so,
I wonder.
so we're so excited about having you and so many other women founders and
Yay.
entrepreneurs that are there. They told me that I'm not allowed to speak, but I'm going to try to sneak and talk
Yes.
that
Please
morning.
do.
Hopefully they don't cut the microphone off of me on me, because no men are allowed to speak that day. It is all about women,
Wow. I love it.
and we wanted to make sure. So we actually have topics like women founders, from the trenches to the doorsteps of your business.
Mm.
We didn't want any of these sessions to just be real feel good sessions.
Yeah.
We want you to get out of those sessions everything that you need in order to really propel yourself forward and be successful. So that'll
Mm.
be that'll be on day 4, which is going to be that Thursday. So we're super excited about that. And then day 5 is another discussion, just talking about ventures, like how do you your
Mm.
pitch, how do you present the perfect pitch, what is it that you need to
Mhm.
say to investors, to your
Mhm.
friends, to convey the message that you have a product that needs to be shared with the world, and that they
Yeah.
can be a part of that messaging. So that's just that is the first really huge swing. I'll tell you, we have um, almost 460 people signed up
Wow.
this week. One of the things
That's
that
exciting.
we are so excited about this. One of the
You
cool
should
things
be.
that we are
That's
doing
amazing.
is it's at zero cost to the attendees. And so,
That's awesome.
what our belief is, we don't want to have any barriers or any
Yeah.
hindrances um, to stop someone from coming to this event and bettering and making improvements to themselves and to business. So we took away any cost hurdles or hindrances. So we're super excited to have folks, and it's going to be a crazy week of just information and fun.
I know, I can't wait. And I think what I appreciate is it's so many different things that you guys are bringing to the table. It doesn't sound like any conference I've been to before, even had the pleasure of speaking at. So that I think that's what I'm most excited about. And then there's something powerful when women come together, and not just come together, but have the support of men to just kind of give us a safe space to come together, learn, grow, support, cry, and get all the things that come along with being an entrepreneur, because it's not for the faint, that's for sure.
No, it's not. And I mean, the answers I always believe, and I think I've shared this before, the last time we spoke. A lot of times the answers to whatever the problems or the concerns are in communities are right there in the room amongst
Yep.
those who are part of that community. And so, a lot of the things that women face as entrepreneurs, other women who are entrepreneurs probably have already faced it and mastered it. And who
Yeah.
better to hear from on how they can master it as well than from someone who has been there before and understands what it means to be a entrepreneur who happens to be a woman. I mean, I could talk about entrepreneurship all day long, but I just feel like it was a great opportunity to have women founders to really come and convey the message and share from their point of view and their life experiences what it takes in order to be a woman entrepreneur.
Yes, I agree 100%. I think what better way to do it than a week-long festival that really celebrates. Um, I think it celebrates innovation. So that's exciting.
Yes.
And when I think of Pflugerville, I think of innovation. I think of trendsetters. I think of a place where anything is possible. So I think that's amazing. The fact that you're having this event, and this is not your guys. This is your second year doing it, if I'm correct, right?
Yes. So
That's
this is in
awesome.
partnership with Texas Venture Alliance. They have
Okay.
events all over the state of Texas during next week. We are doing a week long celebration for this and just really trying to tie in a lot of different opportunities to engage the public. So
Yes.
this is it's a much larger event because it's a statewide activity taking place on the entire week. For us, we wanted to make sure that we're pushing our entrepreneurs and supporting them with everything that they need and really being intentional about what we provide that particular week. So there's a lot of surveys that have gone out asking people,
Mm,
hey, what do you need? And
that's
one of
awesome.
the things that they kept saying was, we don't need any more workshops where people are just talking and smiling. We want to know, we want meat and potatoes. We want information that's going to help us walk out of here and be able to help build our businesses. And so we turned around and created the panel discussions literally centered around what they asked for.
That's awesome. And you're so right. People are tired of getting. I know people always say, especially being in that finance space, that they need access to capital, but social capital is all can be more important than actual money, and just being able to leverage that effectively. So I'm excited that you're going to have these type of conversations, because I don't know how. I'm sure both of us have heard people scream, I need money," but your social capital can outweigh money any day.
Any
So just
day.
showing you how to leverage that effectively. So I'm excited. I honor you. I think you're doing great things. Your team is amazing over there. It's been a pleasure working with you guys and just getting. I'm excited that you invited They Say to come. So I'll be there doing some interviews and also not just being on the panel. So I'm excited to come and interview some of my dynamic men and women and just kind of get their feedback on what's going on in Pflugerville.
And look, this isn't by happenstance, right? Like when you
Right.
look at our city council, when you look at our PCDC board of directors, they asked that we put Pflugerville on the map. And when I got here and I saw all the things that were taking place, I'm looking and going, this is an easy story to tell and
Yep.
sell. And so,
Yep.
we didn't just come here and start creating things. A lot of this stuff had already kind of gotten started, and we just said, how can we elevate this? How can
Right.
we build upon what we already have had in the past? So even during the summer when I had interns here, we had them to go through all the information of last year's Venture Fest, and we had them do a SWOT on what was the strengths of those
Hmm.
events, what were the weaknesses, what
Wow.
were the opportunities, and what was the threat or the likelihood that the attendees from last year may not attend this year. And so
Wow.
there was a lot of thought that went into, I want to make sure that we are not just having events to check the box and say, oh, well, we had some folks show up. This
Right.
is about intentionality and about quality and about pouring into people so that they can pour into others and everybody's pitchers can become full.
Could have said it better myself. I think of that parable: one plants, one waters, but ultimately someone's got to give the increase. So we're grateful that Pflugerville and Jerry and his team are out here trying to plant water and make sure we can get the increase to make sure that we are having a launching pad to really take our
Yes,
companies and our families to that next level and really, really produce that generational wealth that we talk about often. Often.
often.
Often.
You're right.
Because Lord, Jerry, yes. So I'm excited. I am so excited, Jerry. So Jerry, just thank you. Thank you for being such a pillar and a voice for the people. Um, I often tell you that you make more of an impact in your team than even I don't even think than you guys realize. And I'm really excited to be part of what is going on in Pflugerville, and I look forward to your continued success and just the continued growth of what is going on at Pflugerville.
Yeah, it's just the start. We have so many things planned out.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I know
I
you,
mean,
so yeah, I'm excited.
so this is literally just one of the many things that we're getting ready to roll out. And I'm super excited. I can't stop smiling. Um, just it's it's just the beginning. And when everyone kind of takes a step back and look and see um, just the thought process that goes into what it is that we're providing. We're not doing
Mhm.
anything that's foreign or just cataclysmic or insane. We are
Mhm.
listening to what people say that they need, and then simply providing that support and addressing those gaps in order for them to be able to have the space and grace to grow and develop. That is it. Nothing more.
Love it.
Nothing.
Love it.
So,
Love it. Well, you got the right team, you got the right time, and you got the right place.
yes, I'm so grateful for my team. If it wasn't for them, I don't know what we would not be doing all of this. I'll tell you that much.
Yes. No, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. So, Jerry, this was really just a quick introduction to what is going on. We will definitely have to get you back on because, like, there's so much happening in Jerry's life and just on his track to greatness that we definitely have to get him back on. And they say, but I'm honored that it all started in in Richmond, just us talking and developing a mutual respect for each other throughout the years, and just to see where you're at, I couldn't be prouder.
I appreciate that, and it really did start from that conversation. It's so funny how
Yeah,
how things work out, but it really did start from that conversation. It has just taken off since then. So
and
I'm
it couldn't
excited to
happen to
see
a
where
better
this
person.
goes.
Yes, yes, and it couldn't happen to a better person. So
I
hey, I'm
appreciate you.
excited
I
too.
really do.
So I will see you next week. Is there any
Yes.
anything we need to look forward to? Like, I know it's going to be a bang. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited.
So let me say this: if anyone is interested, they can go to Pflugerville venturefest.com. There's still some spaces to register. Again, it's free, and one of the main reasons why is not just because of the people who live here, but I wanted to remove barriers for anybody, even people who may have to come and spend the night. At least they didn't have to
Yeah.
pay for the event itself. So just understand that we already know you're welcome, but your listeners, they are welcome. We want them to understand that if they are looking to build a business or to start one or to grow one, that we're investing in them so that if they don't build their first business here, when they expand, they'll think about where it all got started and who invested in them first.
Oh,
So,
that's
uh,
powerful.
look forward to seeing everyone next week.
Yay! So that's again, all roads lead to Pflugerville. So we're going to go to Venture
All
Fest
roads.
next week. All roads lead to Pflugerville, and we're going to Venture Fest next week, and going to be listening to some dynamic speakers, and just really hone into what Pflugerville is. And I feel like Pflugerville is really creating community and legacy, and true legacy is financial wealth and generational wealth. So I'm excited. I thank you again, Jerry, and I will see you next week because all roads lead to Pflugerville.
Thank you.